Zidane Danny, Electro Ninja here, and welcome back to Electro Ninja's Lab. Today we are going to be discussing Chapter 99 of My Hero Academia Vigilantes. And yeah, I know this video is probably going to be late and all this jazz, but don't worry. Everything is going to be going back to schedule very soon, hopefully. But anyways, guys, like I said, today we are going to be talking about Chapter 99 of My Hero Academia Vigilantes. Now, this chapter was pretty self-explanatory. Pretty much, everything happens pretty quickly. Basically, number 6 unleashes his plan, having several chaotic things happening simultaneously all over the city, cutting power, cutting communications, cutting basically everything. But I think that there's something interesting to be said about this. In this whole instance, he is attempting to get everything to be chaotic, to throw a huge monkey wrench into everything, to distract everyone from focusing on him when he's about to go after, well, Pop, which honestly worries me. But the thing is that he's actually hurting himself a lot more. The fact is that in the previous chapter, we saw that everything was going to crap. The heroes were kind of in this weird situation because they had to go after Koichi, but obviously they're not going too hard. The cops just want to arrest him. Koichi is just trying to escape while also making sure that he can get back to Pop. And all of these things constantly having issues. And the fact is that all of the heroes that have been around for the past while are, well, just trying to help him to save Pop. And hopefully to make it so that he's not actually going to get arrested when all of this is done. But the fact is that in the idea to continue to throw things into more mayhem so that he could slip undetected to actually do whatever he's going to do, he actually hindered himself a lot. Like I said, he starts by causing traffic jams and turning off the power and causing all communications to stop. But the way that these heroes decide to go about handling this is actually insane to me. Rather than continuing their fight, instantly they all jump into action to help out these people. Even Koichi, who is on the run, is willing to stop for a moment to make sure that a woman who is about to crash is safe. Because, let's be honest, driving on a moped is extremely dangerous, and that is what he does. He literally stops while he's being chased by Aizawa and helps with saving this woman, and it's honestly amazing. The 4 heroes are also helping out with this whole situation, with Genist and the ninja guy. Why am I forgetting his name? Not the point. But the fact is that these two are sending out, since they have good ways to communicate with people, they do that, while Koichi, Aizawa, and Ingenium are basically on the streets helping people who are in danger and getting them to safety. It's honestly insane to think about. And while people are freaking out and stuff, the heroes are able to handle things surprisingly well. And it's honestly really impressive. And number 6 realizes this. By seeing this whole situation, even though he's cocky and says, the only one who can stop me now is All Might, it's not actually true. I honestly believe at this moment in time, because of his actions to try and cause mayhem, he may have actually united these heroes. Because while Koichi is still not labeled as a hero, they now know that something bad is happening. And more than likely, the event that's about to happen is happening as they speak. They're not going to be focusing on capturing Koichi. They're going to be focusing on capturing number 6 and not really worrying about anything else. Now, obviously, I think that there has to be some more stuff going on here behind the scenes, such as, oh, all of the people working with number 6. I think there's going to be some information about them revealed. Quite possibly, many of them will be revealed to have been actually certain Nomu that we've seen. Just a theory. But it's definitely a possibility that these Nomu, or whatever are partnering with him, could be anyone from villains that we've seen in the main series to, well, Nomu, like I said. And all of these characters are going to be really important to the story moving forward. Maybe not to an extreme amount, but the fact is that soon they're going to actually be having their bout with number 6. The fact is that luckily Genist and the ninja, which I wish I actually remembered his name, but since they're really high up right now, they might be able to notice, hey, something's going on over at the hospital, let's go. And the fact is that Koichi may, as soon as he realizes that all that's going on, there's just mayhem in the streets, he may be realizing, holy crap, they're going after Pop. And without really caring much for what they do, he rushes off to save Pop with Ingenium, Aizawa, Best Genist, and like I said, the ninja hero. Why do I keep forgetting his name? All rushing off to go save her as quickly as they possibly can. And honestly, let me make something clear. I do not think that these next few chapters are going to be long. Like, at all. I think that this is probably going to be one of the shortest groups of chapters ever, and probably one of the shortest fights ever, because of the fact that these heroes are well-trained heroes. Like, people may say that All Might is like the most powerful hero in the world, but honestly, the fact is that many of these heroes could go toe-to-toe with him. I mean, honestly, think about it for a moment. Aizawa, probably all he has to do is just stare at All Might for a while, and then make sure, and then he can do quick work with him. I mean, sure, yes, All Might is stronger than him, even normally, because of the fact that he has done a lot of training with his body. But the fact is that he's not super strong, and the fact is that this is nearing the point where he's at his limit, the point where he's about to give Deku his quirk. So that's an important factor to remember. People put All Might on a pedestal, but the fact is that at this moment and time, most of these heroes, if they actually wanted to fight All Might, all they would have to do is just keep him going for a few hours, for maybe an hour, and then boom, he's weak enough for them to defeat him. So, yeah, and most of these heroes could do that if they really, really wanted to. So, I don't know. There's a lot to it, and that's beside the point. But honestly, here's the thing. Even if they're not gonna be... Even if he thinks... number 6 thinks that he's gonna win, he's not. The fact is that even though we don't know this for a fact yet, I guarantee that Knuckle Duster is literally around the corner from... Knuckle Duster and his daughter are both right around the corner from Pop as basically being the backup. The fact is that currently, at least, Knuckle Duster is quirkless, and the fact is that no one's going to really think too much about it, especially since he probably got permission from a certain cop before things went down to actually be a hidden person who is going to be watching Pop. Because he knows, and the entire, basically, a lot of people know that number 6 isn't going to stop here. So, honestly, yeah. I honestly think that this fight is going to be an extremely quick one because people like Knuckle Duster are going to step in. Knuckle Duster is going to be the one who holds them off from getting to Pop, while everyone else rushes in and surrounds the place, basically making everything that he had worked for null and void, possibly meaning that he can get locked away. Now, I do have one last thing I want to discuss. Is number 6 locked away, or is he dead by the end of this? That is an important question to be asking right now. The fact is that we, as of right now, do not know what exactly is going on with number 6 in the main series. Obviously, tons of villains are out and about, but I would not put it past them to, not put it past Koichi to bring in freaking, like I said, bring in this insane villain from the main villain of the Vigilantes series into the main story, and that's how they actually have the Koichi and Deku interactions. It honestly would be absolutely insane. And on top of that, Koichi is one of those people that I honestly can't imagine him turning down a fight, especially at this situation. The way that things are currently going in the main series, I can't help but picture the fact that these people are going to be working together to really make something truly special going forward with the series. I'm just saying. Vigilantes, even though I want to say that the story is coming to a close soon, I honestly think that the story isn't over. I honestly believe that there's going to be some really interesting things going forward, not necessarily in the Vigilantes itself, but maybe in the original story, in My Hero Academia itself, to see all of this conglomeration finally be complete. And another factor is that Koki Horikoshi has said before that he does consider a lot of these stories to be canonical. I actually wouldn't put it past him to actually bring in literally everything that we've seen so far in the story thus far. Characters from the first movie, characters from the second movie, characters from Vigilantes, team-up missions, and school briefs. I don't think there was actually anything in school briefs, but that was completely new. But if there is, the fact is that all of these are going to be coming together, and I honestly do believe that all of these stories are going to come together to complete this story, to see Vigilantes and My Hero Academia become truly an amazing series. The fact is that so many heroes could be involved in this new chaotic moment. I'm just looking forward to seeing how it all plays out. But anyways, guys, hopefully you have enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to leave a like. Let me know your thoughts and theories down in the comments below. If you are going to leave a theory, make sure to say theory review somewhere in your comment. Of course, if you are new or you just haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and ring that notification bell, because apparently only about 30% of the people who watch my videos are actually subscribed. So please subscribe and ring that notification bell, because it really does help out a lot more than you may think. And of course, please make sure, if you do want to support the channel even more, that you head down to the description below and check out all of our links down there, including our other 2 channels, our social medias, and ways that you can support us financially, including our Patreon, our merch store, and the book. And also a big thank you to our current patron, Sheeny. But anyways, guys, I have been Electro Ninja, and I will see you guys in the next video. But on